This is Awesome News Daily. I'm David Beach. It's closer to my real voice, with stories like this. Gill nets catch dolphins by accident. The nylon mesh hangs nearly invisible on the water, and dolphins' echolocation, the system they rely on to navigate and hunt, can fail to detect it. The filaments may produce no detectable echo, or the dolphins may detect something but not recognize it as a threat. Either way, they swim in and don't get out. Around 1,000 porpoises and hundreds of dolphins, including 250 common dolphins, die in gill nets in the UK waters alone every year, according to the Whale and Dolphin Conservation. Globally, fishing by catch is one of the primary causes of cetacean death. Echolocation works by bouncing sound waves off objects and reading the echoes to build a picture of what's nearby. It works well for prey, obstacles, and other animals. It does not work reliably on thin nylon mesh. The material is too sparse or too close in acoustic density to water to return a reliable signal. Per Berggren, a professor at Newcastle University, looked at that specific gap and asked a simple question. What if you gave the net something that produces an echo? His answer? Attach empty bottles. Plastic and glass bottles address the problem through different mechanisms. Empty plastic bottles contain a pocket of air, and air reflects sound very differently from water. A dolphin's echolocation click bounced off an air-filled bottle produces a much stronger echo than the same click bounced off nylon mesh. The dolphin gets a return, and it can act on it. Glass bottles take a different approach. Berggren's team placed metal bolts inside them so the bottles would generate a clicking sound as they move with the water. That passive noise gave dolphins an additional non-echolocation cue. 2 studies tested the approach across more than 1,600 fishing nets deployed in Zanzibar, Peru, and Brazil, published in Fisheries Research and Marine Mammal Science. I read it weekly. Results varied by location. In Peru, where nets were set near the surface, the bottles did not reduce the number of dolphins, porpoises, or turtles caught. They did increase the catch of target fish and also increase the number of... Oh, look, hi, Piper, deciding to jump up on my shoulder in the middle of this. I'm not going to edit it because why would I? There you go, hop down. Right there. Where was I? Oh, yes. They did increase the catch of target fish and also increase the number of sharks caught. Despite the Peru results, Berggren's overall assessment is positive. Attaching plastic bottles to fishing nets can reduce dolphin bycatch globally and is something that every fisher can afford. Part of what makes the approach viable at scale is how cheap and simple it is. The bottles attach to existing nets, requiring no infrastructure, and can come from plastic waste rather than purchased materials. It's also rewarding to know that we're using some of the plastic waste that spoils our ocean, Berggren says. The bottles are securely attached to the nets, and we do not lose any plastic bottle during the trials. That matters. The obvious worry about attaching plastic to fishing nets is that the plastic ends up in the ocean. In these trials, none of it did. This is genuinely recycling that rescues dolphins. The approach costs almost nothing, uses materials fishermen can pull from waste streams, and requires no new equipment. For a problem that has resisted solutions for years, that combination is worth paying attention to. And also, awesome news. Piper agrees. Thank you for listening. This is Awesome News Daily. I'm David Beach. If you're new to the podcast, I apologize for my chemo voice. Hopefully, with prayers, this voice will be back to normal soon. Have fun and go find a way to make someone's day. Tell a fisherman about the plastic bottles.